Ms. Smiley, do you believe that humans are contributing to climate change? If so, what should be done to address its impacts?
Yes, I grew up on a farm. Farmers, there's no better stewards of the land than farmers. And I believe in protecting our planet, doing everything I can. In fact, I am honored to be endorsed by the American Conservation Coalition, along with the Conservative Conservation Climate Solutions, C3. They know that they have a fighter in me who will ensure that we are protecting our lands, that we can plant more trees. What I'm worried about is Senator Murray shut down our energy independence, and she gave it to enemy countries that hate us. Last time I checked, China and Russia, they don't have any environmental standards. So if we really care about the planet, we will do it right here where we do it best. Because we are ruining our planet by allowing these enemy countries who have no standards to emit emissions in our air. So I will fight to work with our local governments. When you talk about forest management, Senator Murray, those fires were started by man-made fires. And I certainly would have led the charge of working with local officials to get in front of that and to stop them. But I know getting the input also from local governments all over Washington state is the key to better climate solutions. It's best handled at the local level with the unique situations that come up. And I look forward to ensuring that we have forest management so we stop these out of control large forests that are burning continuously every single year.
Thank you. Ms. Murray.
We just heard a whole slew of Republican talking points, but we certainly didn't hear any way that my opponent is talking about how we reduce the impacts of climate change. This is having an impact all across our country. Here in Washington state, we are seeing the impacts of drought and extreme heat that keeps the fires that start, the wildfires that start, from being able to easily be put out and to last longer. And we all see the health effects of that smoke in the air that we have been breathing for far too long. It's causing asthma, it's causing health effects of many people. But we also have an economic impact here. We are losing some of our critical industries, like our shellfish industry, because of the impacts of climate change. I was proud that Democrats took this on 2 months ago in the United States Congress. And we passed the biggest investment in climate action in the history of this country. Not one Republican voted to help us do that. We voted for climate change investments because it is the right thing to do to move to a new clean energy economy, where we begin to develop that new energy technique and begin to sell it globally instead of having to buy oil and gas from other countries. This is how we become energy independent. This is how we lower energy costs. We are making major investments, and it will move our country forward.
Thank you. And I want to follow up with both of you, and you'll each get 30 seconds, because I'm not sure that either of you answered the first question, which is, do you believe humans are contributing to climate change? Ms. Smiley, you'll have 30 seconds.
We need to protect our environment and our climate. We all live on this planet, so I think to be clear, we need to have an approach, and my agenda for economic recovery and reform calls for immediately unleashing our natural gas and our oil pipelines so we can lower the cost for you now, immediately, while we work for a long-term perspective of an all-of-above approach and expand our green energy and our clean energy. Washingtonians should not have to suffer for some DC pie-in-the-sky idea of climate.
Thank you. Ms. Murray, you'll have 30 seconds.
You just heard a plan to increase emissions. Our plan to stop the effects of climate change is to lower emissions. And that's what our bill did. And yes, humans have an impact on this. When we use products that create emissions, when companies do, it creates climate change, and we need to address that. What you heard from my opponent is let local cities deal with this. That's what corporate America wants. I think corporate America is what contributed to climate change in the beginning.
Thank you.